e-racing or virtual motorsports as we know it is a simulator-based sport where players use simulators to compete in motorsports events. And these simulators have become so advanced that even Formula One drivers use it in their free time to sharpen their skills. Well, speaking about virtual motorsports, it actually encourages teamwork, and especially players who lack finances and the resources, they can actually get into virtual motorsports and then from there get into the real motorsports arena and for a fraction of the cost. So I don't think it actually promotes any form of negativity when talking about virtual motorsports. So, like I mentioned earlier, the esports, mostly the games are team-based games. And also when you take racing as, when you talk about racing, e-racing, you have to plan your resources. So at a young age, you figure out your tires, which is one resource, your fuel, and your pit stop strategy. So this really helps you sharpen those skills in planning, strategizing, and these skills actually help you in real life, where later on it comes in very useful. So actually it does help a lot. Yes, actually this year was the first time that virtual motorsports events were held as a discipline in the Olympic Games. And I certainly hope we can put a player. Sri Lanka definitely has the talent and the enthusiasm to get there. Now what they need to do is actually practice and get a little faster, improve their lap timings. But definitely talent-wise, we have the talent to get there. The main attributes are definitely what we need is dedication. You have to be dedicated to it and the willingness to put the hours. I mean, there are players who put 10,000 hours in a sim. So you have to put that number of hours in and keep practicing. Practice is the key when it comes to these. And actually, contrary to popular belief, after a race, I have seen players in a bath of sweat and absolutely exhausted. So fitness does come in and they have to be fit to keep the concentration levels up. So I haven't had the privilege of taking part in a virtual event, but there were the speed runs that were concluded some time back, and it was so nice to see professional racing drivers like Dilantha Malagamua, Ashant Silva, who are superstars, actually coming and participating and encouraging these younger players to race as well. And that was actually very nice to see. So taking it as a global scale, all F1 drivers now use simulators. So even the older drivers are now getting into simulators, and they have realized the need for simulators and how that helps them get faster timings, improve their strategies. And as well as now some of the top F1 drivers actually take part in virtual motorsports. And there was that period of COVID where they couldn't participate, and there was a little bit of a break in F1. So at that time, they were participating in these virtual races. So it has actually integrated itself in. So for those who don't have a simulator with them, there is the CMSC Play Zone, which is at a mall, where they can actually come and try it out without putting any capital expenditure into it. And from there, if they are hooked on it, they can come and join the clan. I feel that Sri Lanka was one of the first to embrace virtual motorsports in this region. And we have got an advantage where we haven't been left behind time-wise. So it has really helped us timeline-wise getting there. Now it's a case of now getting more players into the pool and developing it further. Thank you.